Hello, thank you for tuning in to this video today for Black Desert Online Alchemy Stones. I think as a way to celebrate getting 100 subscribers, I decided that I wanted to talk to everybody about not only maximizing, but then how to make and what you should be looking for. One of the first things that I want to tell all of you new players or returning players, or just, if you're a veteran and you don't spend much time life skilling, I think it's very important that when you create a season tune or you go through the season's tunes, there's two things that I want to bring attention to: the Perilous Star and the Treant's Tear. So the Perilous Star is, quite simple. You just log into a season tune, talk to your Black Spirit. There's going to be a quest called Fugar's Woe. Just go through the quest line and you get a Perilous Steer, or yeah, Perilous Star. What's nice about this Alchemy Stone is it's a defensive version of Vel's. It's kind of a lesser version of like Khan's the Khan's defensive one, but it's free, and you can upgrade it to be exalted just like the Vel's Heart. But yeah, this is just a quest line item. You run through it. You can see when you activate it, it gives you monster DR, all damage reduction. You can recover HP, all resistances, movement speed, HP, and stamina, and it also gives you DP. When you actually go through it and it's exalted, it will give you 5 DP as an equip effect, and then the different statistics go up to like damage from monsters -6%, all damage reduction 4%, that stays the same. All resistances go up to 7%. The HP and stamina stay the same. So this is something that if you haven't run through seasons and you haven't gotten it, it's a great item for an alt. It's a great item to give yourself a little extra tankiness if on your main. If you want to swap out an AP for a DP, let's say you're grinding somewhere, and especially now that they've revamped all of the AP on the monster zones, and you're hitting that cap, but you still want a little more tankiness, go through seasons real quick. Just you don't even need to complete seasons. You just talk to your Black Spirit. You should have a quest, Fugar's Woe. The next thing I wanted to talk about is the Treant's Tear. The Treant's Tear, I'm going to say it's a 3/4 tier Alchemy Stone. It's not best in slot, but it's free, right? So the way you get the Treant's Tear is you basically just have to do a quest line. You got to get to level 60 on a season tune. You can use the same tune you did for your Perilous Star. And you talk to, I believe it's Fugar, and he will give you a quest that starts a quest line for life skilling. So if you talk to him, they'll be called like Season Life 101, Season Life 101. There's one for butchering. I can't show you because I've already done it. There's one for getting weasel meat. There's one where you talk to the chef David Finto. Then you have to craft 10 beer. There's like 10 quests and they're super easy. I think the hardest one, quote unquote, is going to be the craft experience elixirs times 5. But it's, the ingredients are super easy. You can either gather them yourself or buy them off the market. And then when you get done with the 10 quests, you get the Treant's Tear. Now, the Treant's Tear is something that, for anybody who's going to get into life skilling, just equip it and use it. The gathering item drop rate plus 10% is probably the best on here, in addition to the life experience plus 30%. And the cooking alchemy time -1%. Now you can see my alchemist here has a Stella Spirit Stone because I'm cheap and I just use those from the season equipped, and you can kind of compare the stats. It's not, first of all, life experience plus 30% is huge. It's not exactly as good. I mean, yeah, you're gonna get life skill mastery and a little more weight limit on the Stellas, but compare that to, okay, so if we're gonna equip that and then we compare that with with a Treant's Tear, so you're, a sharp alchemy stone of life, which is not anywhere near the top tier. In fact, let's see if I have a top tier. We have a polished right here. Let's compare those. No, actually the sharp is better. So you get a little less alchemy cooking time reduction. You get more processing success rate on the sharp, a little more weight limit, but you don't get that gathering item drop rate and the life XP plus 30%. And if you compare these to like a Khan's Heart, let's look at a Khan's Heart of Light. Still, the life experience plus 30% that you're going to get from that just by having it active, it's going to allow you to just breeze through life skilling. So those are two ways that I really think everybody should just go. If you haven't gotten those two items, just grab them. If not for any other reason that they're unique color, they're red. So, and then last but not least, I wanted to talk to you guys today about going through and actually crafting alchemy stones. Now, if you saw, let's see, I have a polished here, I have a sturdy here, I've got a sharp equipped here. We're going to unequip that. These you can make if you've got, I believe it's professional alchemy. Don't quote me on that. It might actually be lower than that. It might actually be like, what is it? The Green One Apprentice. So the way you make these, and you can see they're worth, 139 million, 269 million, 380 million, and these aren't even done yet. These are ones that I'm just leveling up. So in order to make these, you go up, and I'm going to put a graphic right here on the screen, right there. You go to an alchemy station, and let's see if it's going to make me scroll down here, through here. Where's our, yeah, okay. So, and you just enter in, what is it, 10 shining powder, which you get as from doing alchemy anyways. You could also buy these, but these are a byproduct for doing alchemy. So you got, what's that, 3 sinner's blood. Let's see, we got 10 clear, 10 pure powder reagents, and 5 powder a time. And you just alchemy. And I made an imperfect alchemy stone, which is one of these yellow ones, okay? So yes, it's only 1,000,000 silver, okay? But now, a lot of people have never done this before, but now if you go down on the bottom of your screen here to the inventory and recharge, polish, grow, alchemy stone, right? So this is where a lot of you have said, okay, what do life skillers do with their blue stuff, right? You get the blue grade crops or the blue grade weeds or whatnot, and I can't find my carrots. I always, so let's just take 5,000 to make this easy. And when you grow a crystal, right, and the yellow ones, let's see, I don't know, the green ones are life, the purple are destruction, but we'll just stick with the yellow one here. You put items in here to polish it. Now see, this one requires plywood, and you could put, and so we'll get plywood, because yes, it loves plywood. Let's see if I actually have any. Fir plywood. And we're gonna do, I don't know if it's gonna eat it all, and we'll polish it, right? So it goes up to 150%, and it didn't eat it all, it only ate. So when it's at 150%, then you can grow it. And the way you grow these things are with blackstones, which, if you're anything like me, you have a ton of them stockpiled. And you take that stone that's at 150%. Now you see what you got your blackstone in here, and this says, okay, if you put this in and this in, you can get one of 3 stones. You can get this one worth 6 million, you can get this one worth 2 million, or you can get this one worth 2 million. So really, we just kind of hit it. Oh, yeah, okay, I'm overweight. Fantastic. We'll just put all the carrots back because we don't really need them. And then we're going to click that. We're going to go growth again. And there, we got rough alchemy stone of protection. So let's see, rough alchemy. We got the $6 million silver one. So same thing. Then you go to polishing, and we're going to go to this one, and then we're going to enter the plywood again. And you go polishing up to 150. So that took about 200. And the same thing. We're going to go growth. We want to do rough alchemy stone. And now this time we can get a 47 million, a 19 million, or a 16 million. So if it fails, you get experience decrease, and you just got to put more plywood into it. So grow, we got a polished alchemy stone. Okay, so we got 16 million. So now we're going to go, bloop, enter that. We're going to put some more plywood in there, polish it up, and we're going to put this back in there. Black stones, and now we can get a sturdy at 113 million. We can get a polished at 47 million. Or we can get a sturdy at 38 million. So either way, we're at 16 million. We can do nothing but go up. Eventually, it can fail. So we're going to growth. Oh, okay, so we failed. Alchemy stone XP decreased. So basically, that means we got to put more plywood in it. Okay. So if you're ever wondering what you could do with all that stuff you've been hoarding, this is what you could do. Okay, it decreased again. Let's see if we can't get a success on the third time's a charm. Nope. We're just going to keep going. And this is the game of alchemy stones. Now, the good news is you can do this for income, or you can do this for, there's some really good alchemy stones you can get that are technically best in slot that you can make yourself, and you could use up a lot of the stuff you have in your inventory or in your storage. I'm having very bad luck with this. Literally, it's just going to cost you plywood, which I guarantee you most people watching this video, hey, there we go. We got another polished alchemy stone. This is the 47 million one. Okay, so we got the 47 million one, and we're going to enter the plywood. And this one, same thing. This can go to 386, 190, or 113, and it's at 47 million. So let's see. Nope, it failed. But you guys get the point. Now, what I'd like to do is I'm going to try, I think, yeah, nope, polishing. Is that one that takes, yes, this one takes the crop. So this one failed the other day. If I put my carrots in and polish it up, oh, it's already full. And let's see. So this one, I'm going to try to grow into this 386. And these are where you can actually, let's say you make 2 or 3 of these a day, that you can make $1 billion silver a day just sitting here and using up stuff in your warehouse or storage. And then in a minute, I'll show you guys what the alchemy stones you can actually make in the top tier ones. So alchemy stones right here. So let's look at the protection ones, right? So here you can get all the way up to shiny that's worth 30 billion. Right? So if you've got a bunch of extra materials in storage, just feel free to start plugging away at them and see. I mean, 12 billion, these prices are insane. If you look at the destruction, got 30 billion and 12. Play around with it, use up some of the stuff in your warehouse, and then go from there. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and feel free to send me a message.